At the start of the drama, we see the female lead, Hiu and Bakha, who is pregnant and has come here directly from her husband's funeral. Just then, seeing a police car there, she remembers the day when she had gotten out of a police car 2 days ago, and her husband Kang Jin's dead body was placed in front of her. She was told, "Your husband had committed suicide." But Hiu and Bakha does not believe that her husband could suddenly commit suicide like this. That's why she has come from a small village to Seoul City to find out about this matter. She has no one of her own here. Then we see Yoonji, who has just spent 2 days in jail because she had sold fake golf clubs. Just then, her best friend Harry comes from the front, who is a playboy. His life has only one goal, to trap a rich girl and marry her so that he could live his life comfortably. And this is Yoonji's goal too. That's why the bonding of these two is quite good. Then these two come to a guest house, which belongs to Yoonji's mom, Makrai. Just then, a man named Mr. Bok comes there, who was once Makrai's lover, but then he had left her. But now he has come here to spend the rest of his life with Makrai. Seeing this, Makrai starts throwing chili powder on him in anger and says, "After 50 years, guard, now you remember me." Just then, she faints somewhere. In the next scene, we see the Guseong Hotel, which is quite close to the guest house. Gum Bakha's husband, Kang Jin, used to work in the accounting department of this hotel. That's why Gum Bakha comes there to meet the hotel's President Na. Hearing this, President Na's younger daughter-in-law, Oh In-suk, comes to meet her. She did not want Gum Bakha to meet President Na. This means that she too must know something about Gum Bakha's husband's death. That's why she forcibly gets Gum Bakha thrown out of there. Just then, the male lead of this drama, Haiju, makes his entry, who has come to Korea today after many years from abroad. And he is Oh In-suk's only son and President Na's grandson, meaning the future owner of this entire hotel. Haiju sees Gum Bakha, who was pregnant and was repeatedly asking to meet President Na. Seeing her, Haiju thinks that this girl is going to be the mother of his grandpa's child. After this, we see Woo Jae, who has some connection with the death of Gum Bakha's husband. He is standing outside the guest house. There are some other people there too, and Harry is convincing all of them to stay in this guest house. Just then, Gum Bakha also arrives there. It was her delivery time, so her condition was getting very bad. Seeing her in such a condition, everyone immediately comes to her. They didn't have time to call an ambulance, so Yoonji asks her to stay at her guest house. Woo Jae immediately picks her up and takes her inside the guest house. Then we are shown the story from 2 days ago, where Gum Bakha was celebrating her first wedding anniversary with her husband Kang Jin. Just then, Kang Jin gets an urgent call and he goes to the hotel. Actually, the accounting department of the hotel where Kang Jin worked was being raided by the National Tax Service. Kang Jin was being told to leave from there. Just then he cleverly takes out a pen drive from inside a doll, which had some important documents. Here, President Na and Oh In-suk were talking about this very raid and were very tense. Just then, President Na's elder daughter-in-law Do-hee also comes there, who was very happy because she had sent her daughter Na Hae-ri on a blind date with the son of a big businessman. Just then, President Na scolds both of them. "You two together will sink my hotel just like you two killed my sons." At this, when they both start shouting at him, President Na says, "Hey, I am not saying this. People outside say this." Then Oh In-suk offers Kang Jin a lot of money and gold and says, "You go somewhere far away from Korea." But Kang Jin is not ready to leave from there because he had not done anything wrong. But upon Oh In-suk's repeated requests, he agrees to leave from here. Then we see Do-hee's daughter, Na Hae-ri, who has come to meet her boyfriend, Woo Jae, and these two reach this warehouse to talk, where Kang Jin is going to stay today. Na Hae-ri thinks that he is a man sent by her mom, so she starts picking up nearby things and throwing them at him. Just then, a candle falls down. Petrol was already spilled on the ground, which causes a fire to start there. Woo Jae thought there was water below. He picks it up and throws it into the fire, but it is petrol, which makes the fire grow even more. Ne Hae-ri and Woo Jae go out from there. They ask Kang Jin to come with them too, but he doesn't go because his bag of money was right there. Kang Jin stops there to pick it up. In that time, the fire grows even more, and he burns to death right there. Just then, it is shown that an unknown person comes to Kang Jin and takes his bag and phone and leaves from there. The next day, this news was going to be on all the news channels, but Oh In-suk, with the power of money, had the news changed and spread the news that Kang Jin was a traitor. He had committed a lot of fraud and finally committed suicide, but Gum Bakha does not believe this. And over there, Woo Jae was also very worried about this matter because he knew the truth. But Na Hae-ri says, "It's not your fault in this. That poor man himself didn't come out from there. So what can we do? Woo-jae feels bad about this because Na-heri always considered the poor to be lowly and didn't respect Woo-jae either. That's why he breaks up with her and leaves. The story returns to the guest house where Hiu and Bakha had given birth to a baby boy. Hiu and Bakha tells Mak-rai her whole story, so she gives her permission to stay in her guest house. Then we see Hae-ju, who had come to meet his mom and grandpa. The thought was still in his mind that grandpa has gotten a 20-year-old girl pregnant, so he was laughing to himself. The next day, Hae-ju is passing by the guest house when he sees Hiu and Bakha again and thinks, hey, why is her stomach so flat today? Then he thinks that maybe she was pretending to be pregnant. Then he comes to Hiu and Bakha and says, I can't believe you were going to make a small child, my uncle. Then he tells Hiu and Bakha to open her stomach and show him, and also starts harassing her by holding her hand, at which she gives him a very hard kick, due to which Hae-ju's condition becomes very bad, and Hiu and Bakha, thinking him to be some scoundrel, goes away from there without saying anything. The next day, from the conversation between Hiu and Bakha and Mak-rai, we come to know that Hiu and Bakha and her husband have no one in this world. They both had met each other in an orphanage. Then we see Eun-ji, who is dreaming of becoming Miss Korea, but in reality, she had never won this competition. Then we see Harry, on whose wall there are photos of both of President Na's daughters-in-law. Both of them are his target. Harry wants to become rich by wooing one of them. On the other side, Na-heri is missing Woo-jae a lot, and Woo-jae is having the same nightmares of how he had increased the fire by throwing petrol. And the thought is still in his mind that somewhere, Kang-jin lost his life because of him. Then he comes out and helps Hiu and Bakha and tells her, if you need any kind of help, then tell me. Because when she came here, Woo-jae had found out that Hiu and Bakha is Kang-jin's wife. That's why Woo-jae was feeling very bad for her. Then we see Mak-rai's guest house where she was sitting and talking with all her guests. Seeing them, it seemed as if they were all a family. Then one day while passing by, Hae-ju sees Hiu and Bakha with her baby, and then he comes to know that she was not pretending to be pregnant. Then he comes to the guest house to talk to her, where Hiu and Bakha, as soon as she sees him, starts running from there. Hae-ju is just asking, where is your baby? And his father, are you two playing some game together? Hearing this, she picks up a broom and starts hitting him and chases him away from there. Just then, Woo-jae also comes there. Seeing this, Hae-ju says, oh, so this is your lover. You two are crime partners, aren't you? And that child belongs to both of you, right? But then Woo-jae chases him away from there. The next day, Hiu and Bakha again comes to the hotel to meet President Ne. Hae-ju sees her there and thinks, she has come to comfort my grandpa. And seeing him there, today Hiu and Bakha finds out that Hae-ju is the director of this hotel. Otherwise, she was still considering him some vagrant. Hiu and Bakha understands that Hae-ju can help her meet President Na. So she tells him everything about her husband's incident. And after listening to and knowing her story, Hae-ju's misunderstanding is also cleared. Just then, Oh In-suk comes there and starts convincing Hiu and Bakha to forget this incident and leave. But Hiu and Bakha wanted to meet President Na once and talk about this. So Hae-ju arranges a meeting for her with President Na. President Na tells Hiu and Bakha, I don't keep any information about low-level staff like Kang-jin. And because of her husband, his company's reputation was tarnished, and he also had to suffer losses. That's why now President Na tells Hiu and Bakha to forget the case and remain silent. But when Hiu and Bakha doesn't agree to this, President Na says, go to the police station and reopen the case. There is no need to come here. After this, Hiu and Bakha comes to the police station and asks to reopen her husband's case. Just then, the officer shows her Kang-jin's resignation letter. This means Kang-jin had resigned from the company before committing suicide. Hiu and Bakha didn't know about this, and seeing it, she's shocked. She gets very upset and starts thinking, did my husband really steal and then commit suicide out of guilt? On the other side, Woo-jae and Na-heri had patched up again. Woo-jae was still feeling guilty about Kang-jin and had left his work and was very troubled. Na-heri explains to him, you forget all that and move on in your life. Then we see Harry, who has come to give golf training to students. Oh In-suk is also there, and he is hitting on her. Hiu and Bakha comes back to the guest house and tells everyone, my husband probably did commit suicide, so I won't fight with anyone for it and we'll go back to my village. But Mak-rai explains to her, when you have no one in the village, why do you want to go there? You can stay here and get a job. A little later, Hiu and Bakha gets a call from Na-heri, and she calls her to meet. When Hiu and Bakha goes there, Na-heri offers her some money and says, you open a shop with this money and move on with your life. And I have heard that you don't consider your husband's suicide a suicide, but it would be better if you accept it as a suicide. At this, Hiu and Bakha says, oh, So there is definitely something wrong. And on this very point, an argument starts between the two and they start fighting. Then after some time, Haiju goes there and calms them both down. The next day, we see Haiju, who is exercising. But due to the heavy weight, he starts to lose his balance. Just then, Hiu and Bakha goes there and helps him and says, "I thought this would be heavier, but it's normal." Just then, Haiju gets angry, seeing her, and says, "Who gave you entry into the hotel gym?" So she tells him, "I have been hired in this gym as a helper." Hearing this, Haiju quietly leaves from there. A little later, Hiu and Bakha finds out she has been fired from the job because this is Director Haiju's order. He is not at all comfortable with you. Hearing this, Haiju gets very angry and she comes and asks Haiju about it, but he was not saying anything to her because he was afraid that if he spoke, Hiu and Bakha would start hitting him again like before. But as soon as the elevator opens, he gets inside and starts teasing Hiu and Bakha, "Yes, I am the one who got you fired from the job." Seeing which, Hiu and Bakha can't do anything now. Here we see Oh In-suk, on whom Harry's magic is working. She is taking out time to watch his videos. Then we see Hiu and Bakha, who is sitting with her baby and talking, and thinks, "Now how will I earn money? Because today's job is gone because of Haiju." Just then she gets another job offer from Guseong Hotel and she is very happy. Actually, Hiu and Bakha is looking for a job at Guseong Hotel so that she can solve the mystery of her husband's death. Then we see Yoonji, who had gotten a chance to participate in the Korea contest, and she was fully preparing for the contest. And seeing her antics, the other girls were laughing at her because Yoonji was breaking the rules in an attempt to look unique. Just then the director there forbids her from doing such things. Haiju comes to the golf course with his assistant. The cleaning was going on there. Just then, Haiju hears a familiar voice. He comes near her to see her, and it is none other than Hiu and Bakha. Just then, Hiu and Bakha accidentally throws a ball back, which hits Haiju's leg very hard. Just then, Hiu and Bakha sees him. Her first job was lost because of Haiju, so she starts hiding her face and leaving from there. But he sees her and stops her and asks, "You came here again? Is our hotel the only one left in all of Korea where you have to work?" Hiu and Bakha first says sorry to him and then says, "Actually, this hotel is very close to my guest house. That's why I want to work here, so that I can also reach my baby quickly." Then Haiju leaves, saying to her, "Don't get in my way." At night, while coming to the guest house, some goons stop Woo-jae on the way and start beating him, so that he doesn't date Na Hairi. Those goons were sent by Na Hairi's mom, Do-hee. Just then, Hiu and Bakha sees those goons beating Woo-jae, who was returning from the hotel. When she sees that those goons have beaten Woo-jae a lot, she becomes furious and beats those goons a lot. And then she calls and starts calling the police there. Hearing the name of the police, those goons run away from there. Then she brought Woo-jae with her to the guest house, where the other people were also worried seeing Woo-jae's condition. Then Do-hee enters the hotel. She comes very dressed up. Oh In-suk sees her and starts making fun of her. "Have you come to someone's wedding that you are so dressed up?" At this, Do-hee says, "I am very beautiful, so don't be jealous of me." Then we see the show where Haiju has fallen asleep out of boredom, and after the performance of all the contestants, the winner's name is to be announced, where the first name is of some other girl, but at the runner-up is Yoonji hearing, which she is very happy. After this, Yoonji comes to Do-hee and Oh In-suk with 2 beer bottles in her hand and opens both the bottles like missiles and throws one at Do-hee and the other at Oh In-suk. Because these two together had torn her dress, Haiju comes in between to save them, so he himself gets completely drenched. After the bottles are empty, these 3 start fighting with each other, pulling each other's hair. Hiu and Bakha also comes in between to save them, so she also gets stuck there. All the ladies were hitting each other very badly, as if this hotel was not a hotel but a battlefield. But now seeing them fighting, Haiju doesn't come in between at all and stands far away watching them. After this, President Na goes there and stops all of them. The next morning at the guest house, when Yoonji wakes up, she didn't remember anything about last night. Harry reminds her how badly she had fought with President Na's both daughters-in-law last night. Hearing all this, Yoonji thinks, now my chances of getting a job in their hotel have become even less. Here, Nahairi finds out about this, that her mom had her boyfriend Woo-jae beaten by goons. So she comes home and fights a lot with her mom and says, if you can't tolerate my happiness, then I will also not try to become the owner of the hotel for your happiness and will leave Korea and go to America. And I will date a lot of boys there. Hearing this, Do-hee gets scared and then gives permission to date Woo-jae. Now Hiu and Bakha meets Do-hee. Do-hee offers her, you become my secretary. This will be beneficial for you to investigate your husband and for me too, because I want to make my daughter Na Hairi the owner of the company. Hearing this, she agreed to become her secretary. In the next scene, we see that Haiju has come to the hospital to get some medicines. Hiu and Bakha was also there to get her baby vaccinated. Just then, Hiu and Bakha suddenly starts having a sharp pain in her stomach, and she forcibly gives her baby to Haiju and goes to the washroom from there. And Haiju just sits there with a long face because he didn't even understand how to hold the baby. Just then, it's the baby's turn for vaccination, and the nurse tells Haiju to bring the baby inside. Hearing this, he gets even more worried. Now how do I take him inside? I can't even hold him properly. But somehow he takes the baby to the doctor, where the doctor was ready to vaccinate the baby with a big injection. Seeing that injection, Haiju asks the doctor, "How can you give such a big injection to this small baby? It will hurt him a lot." And he doesn't let the doctor give him the injection, just keeps asking questions again and again. By then, Hiu and Bakha comes there and takes her baby from him. Just then, the nurse tells Hiu and Bakha, "Your husband loves the baby very much, that's why he was so worried about him." Hearing this, they both say at the same time, "Oh no, it's nothing like that." After a while, Hiu and Bakha says, "Thank you" to Haiju, and starts leaving from there. Just then, Haiju sees that Hiu and Bakha was going from there on foot, so he starts worrying about her baby, that he might catch a cold in the outside air. So he asks Hiu and Bakha to come in his car. Hiu and Bakha gets in the car. After some time, on the way, Haiju starts getting a very bad smell. He asks where this smell is coming from, so Hiu and Bakha tells him, actually, her baby has soiled the diaper. Hearing this, Haiju immediately opens the window and sticks his head out and shouts loudly, because he couldn't bear the smell at all. But opening the window could make the baby cold, so he has to close the window out of compulsion. But Haiju was suffocating from smelling that bad smell. Then he finally drops Hiu and Bakha at her guest house and opens all the windows and breathes a sigh of relief. Hiu and Bakha comes to thank him, but he tells her to stay away and says, "I will pray that we both never meet after today." But the next day, Hiu and Bakha meets him again in the hotel. Seeing her, he thinks, why does this girl always come in my way? Doohee has got her personal office, but she was not doing any work there either. Seeing this, Hiu and Bakha tells her to do some work. Just then, Na Hairi comes there, and as soon as she sees Hiu and Bakha there, she grabs her head in anger and says, "How dare you come here? Do you even know how much my head hurt after fighting with you that day?" Doohee tells her to stop, but she doesn't. Haiju was passing by for some work. Just then, hearing the noise, he looks into their office, where these two were engaged in a very bad fight, pulling each other's hair. Seeing this, he makes a strange face and starts to leave, but then his mind doesn't agree, so he comes back and separates them, and says, "Have you two gone mad?" Then both of them calm down. After this, Haiju takes Hiu and Bakha from there, and scolds her, "How can you fight here on your first day of the job?" She tells him, Nahiri started the fight, not her. Haiju asks her, "Why do you need the job so much? Don't you have anyone else?" Hiu and Bakha tells him that she has no one in this world except her child. That's why she wants to do this job to bear the expenses of her baby's diapers and milk. There is one more reason for this, but she doesn't tell him. Just then, Hiu and Bakha's nose starts bleeding, seeing which Haiju is surprised and tells her to clean it. But Hiu and Bakha, instead of cleaning it, accidentally spreads it more. So Haiju takes out his handkerchief and cleans it. Just then, he realizes that he has come quite close to Hiu and Bakha, and for the first time, he feels an attraction towards her. That's why he moves away from her and leaves from there without saying anything. Then he comes to his mom with flowers, because today he had received his first salary, which made Oh In-suk very happy. Just then, Haiju tells her, "Mom, you are still young and beautiful, so you should not spoil your whole life and give all the responsibility of the hotel to me and date someone." Hearing this, she becomes even happier that her son thinks so much about her. Just then, Hiu and Bakha enters there and very angrily asks, "Oh In-suk, Mr. Kim just met you, right? Whose connection is with my husband's death? I just saw him leaving from here." Hearing which, she is first surprised and then lies, "No, she does not know any man named Mr. Kim." At which, Hiu and Bakha asks her to show the CCTV footage. But Haiju is not ready for this, because according to him, what his mom is saying is the truth. But just then, Oh In-suk gives permission to show the CCTV footage, but her secretary tells her, "The CCTV cameras have been broken for 2 days." Actually, Oh In-suk had already trained her secretary for this, where and when to lie. Hearing her, Hiu and Bakha has to be quiet. After this, Haiju takes Hiu and Bakha outside from there and shouts at her, "Don't bring my mom in between in your husband's death matter and just do your job quietly. If she doesn't do that, he will get her fired from the job too." Just then, Hiu and Bakha tells him, "My husband was everything to me, so I can't sit quietly. And if you were in my place, could you sit quietly?" Hearing this, Haiju is unable to say anything and leaves from there in shame. Here, Mak Rai and Mr. Bak have come for shopping, where the shopkeeper is thinking they are husband and wife. at which Mr. Bach also says, yes, we are both husband and wife. At this, Rai doesn't say anything there, but after coming home, she starts beating Mr. Bach very badly. Just then, a man comes there and starts calling Mr. Bach president, at which Rai is surprised. Which president? At this, Mr. Bach winks at that man and says, I have been the president of a club. That's why they know me by the name of president. Hearing this, that man also agrees with him. This means that Mr. Bach is some rich person, but he is not telling anyone about this. The next day, Bakha was very sad in the office because she was not getting any information about Kim. Just then, Do-hee tells her, why are you worried? I'll get your work done in one call right now. And so it happens. With one call, they get all of Kim's biodata and address. Bakha was very happy to get it. After this, Bakha finds out that Haeju is also going to a meeting at the same place where she has to go. That's why she requests him. You take me with you as a driver. I have found out about Kim. Haeju says, why are you still stuck on this matter? And left her there and went away. After this, Bakha also, while searching, reaches Kim's house where he was living in hiding. As soon as Kim sees Bakha there, he starts running from there. She tries to catch him, but due to a truck coming in between, Kim escapes and runs away. Here, Haeju was giving his presentation. Just then, he sees his mom's photo with Kim there, which he finds very strange because his mom had said that she doesn't know any person like this. After finishing his meeting, when Haeju was leaving, he sees that police officers were taking Bakha away, but he doesn't help her, and the officers take Bakha and lock her in jail because she had broken the door of Kim's house and entered his house without permission. Here, the same thing was going on in Haeju's mind. Why did his mom lie about knowing Kim? That means there is something that she is hiding from me. After this, he immediately goes to the police station and gets Bakha released, at which she says thank you to him. He says, I did this not for you but for your baby. He needs you a lot at this time. Then we see Oh In-suk, who has come to Harry's novel publishing party, and following her, Do-hee has also come here. Seeing her, Oh In-suk is surprised and asks her, how are you here? Did you also get an invitation? At this, she says with a little attitude, a beauty like me doesn't need any invitation. After a while, Harry also comes there and started thanking everyone for coming to his party. And seeing him, Yoonji shouts, handsome, good-looking, Appa, you are great, my star, and all this. And Harry had called her here just to say all this, and had also given her money for it. During the speech, Harry once again winks at Oh In-suk, seeing which she becomes happy and starts blushing. But Eunji was still cheering for Harry by shouting like a madwoman. Hearing which, Do-hee says, who is this mad girl who is bursting our ears? As soon as they both turn and see Eunji, they remember that this is the same girl who had once pulled their hair. And seeing this without delay, Do-hee again grabbed Eunji's hair and says angrily, now I will see who saves you from me here. These three are engaged in fighting, and Harry is refusing. If you have to fight, then fight after the party. Because he had spent a lot on this party, which was being ruined because of these three. Bakha had not yet returned to the guest house, so all the other people of the guest house were sitting with her baby to take care of him. Here, Bakha was coming with Haeju while sleeping. Coming to the guest house, Haeju thinks of removing her seatbelt and waking her up. He removes her seatbelt and is just about to move back when he accidentally kisses Bakha. And just then, she wakes up. Haeju quickly backs away from her and says, it's not what you're thinking. I was just removing your seatbelt. At this, Bakha says, yes, I understand. And then she leaves from there. Haeju finds her words very strange, because Bakha had not reacted at all to this matter. But this was Haeju's first kiss, so this matter was very big for him, and that's why he was a little worried too. The next day, Bakha thanks Haeju for helping her yesterday and says, whenever you need my help, be sure to tell me. Hearing this, he goes away from there laughing because he was thinking that he would never need Bakha. But when he comes out, he meets his ex-girlfriend Ren, whom Haeju liked very much in school time. But Ren had left him thinking he was a loser. Ren has come here with her fiancé and tells Haeju that she has come to book her marriage ceremony in his hotel. Here Ren was, in a way, putting him down. Why she had left him. Because he is not like other boys. That's why he is still single. Haeju feels very bad about this and he lies, I am also engaged, and the girl is someone who loves me very much. Hearing this, Ren feels bad. But then she says, okay, then today the four of us will have lunch together. For which he was not agreeing at first, but when she sees Haeju leaving from there, he agrees to it and says, I will meet you two in 2 hours. And then he runs to Bakha and asks her for help. He says, please be my fiancé for one day. I want to make my ex-girlfriend impress. Now, Haeju had helped her many times, so she agrees to it. Now, first, Haeju quickly takes her for a makeover. After a while, when Bakha gets ready and Haeju is called inside, he is surprised to see her, because after the makeover, Bakha was looking completely different, and very beautiful too. Haeju couldn't even recognize her, and says, are you really Bakha? Hearing this, Bakha starts speaking in her own language. Then he understands that yes, it is her. And then, when Bakha calls him by his name for the first time, and very lovingly, Haeju feels very good, as if she is really his girlfriend. After this, Haeju explains to her how she has to behave sweetly in front of those people. After this, when he brings Bakha in front of his ex-girlfriend. So Ren was really very jealous to see her. And then these two pretend to be fiancés in front of them, seeing whom, Ren was speechless. After this, Haeju and Bakha go for dinner together. Bakha had helped him today, so he was giving her a treat. Then Bakha asks him, "Why did Ren leave you after all?" Haeju tells her, "Because our families were no longer business partners." At this, Bakha says, "Ren is a very big fool. You'll see she will regret it later, because you are 1,000 times better than her fiancé." Hearing this, Haeju feels very good and says, laughing, "Are you praising me? It seems you know very well what qualities a man should have." Then he asks Bakha, "What did you see in Kangjin that you married him?" Bakha tells him, "I liked everything about Kangjin, meaning he was very kind, loyal, sweet, and handsome. We both grew up together in an orphanage. That's why we had seen good and bad times together. He was everything to me, who has left me today." After this, Haeju comes to the guest house to drop her off. Just then, Woo-jae also comes there, who has returned after his golf competition. He was about to chase Haeju away when Bakha stops him and tells him, "Hey, he is not a bad person, but he is the director of Guxiang Hotel." Haeju also shakes hands, saying sorry for that day. After this, he leaves from there. The next day at the hotel, Bakha was cleaning the window when her foot slips and she was about to fall. But just then, Haeju goes and supports her and tells her not to clean the window because it was very cold today. But she doesn't listen to him because Oh In-suk had given her this work, and if she doesn't do it, she will harass her more. But then Haeju brings her gloves so that she can be saved from the cold water. Bakha was happy wearing them. When she was working there, a parcel comes in Oh In-suk's name. Bakha puts that parcel in Oh In-suk's office. But just then, while checking her drawer, a button from her coat accidentally gets left in her drawer, about which she didn't know. At night when Haeju was going home, he sees Bakha on the way, who was carrying her baby on her back, while other people use a baby stroller. Seeing this, Haeju feels a little bad for Bakha and her baby. In the next scene, we see Oh In-suk, who is happy thinking about Harry while looking at his photo. Just then, Do-hee comes into her room. So Oh In-suk drops that photo. Do-hee tells her that father is calling her outside. When they both go outside, President Na announces that his girlfriend is coming home tomorrow, hearing which all those people are very shocked that even at this age he has made a girlfriend. President Na warns everyone, "If anyone tries to scare or threaten my girlfriend, I will throw him out of the house." The next day, when President Na's girlfriend comes home, everyone introduces themselves to her. But his girlfriend was wearing a cap due to which no one could see her face. That's why Oh In-suk asks her to take off her cap. When she takes off her cap and seeing her face, everyone is absolutely shocked. They say, "This is the same Korea contest girl, right? With whom we had a fight?" They both still couldn't believe that President Na had made her his girlfriend. But when he confirms this, they both start shouting a lot and say, "How can you make her your girlfriend?" But just then, both of them become quiet when President Na scolds them. After this, they all have lunch together where everyone was surprised to see the romantic behavior of President Na and Yoonji. But after this, as soon as Do-hee and Oh In-suk get a chance, they grab Yoonji and take her to their room and start scaring and threatening her. She should break up with President Na right now. But Yoonji was not agreeing to this. Do-hee was about to raise her hand to hit her when President Na comes into the room. And after saving Yoonji, he scolds both his daughters-in-law, "How can you two harass her?" After this, when he takes Yoonji with him from there, Yoonji teases both of them with gestures and leaves from there, seeing which both of them were burning with jealousy. After this, when Haeju comes to the hotel, he sees that everyone is celebrating Christmas Day, where Santa is making all the children draw a chit from a box and giving them the gift written on that chit. Seeing this, Haeju gets an idea for Bakha's baby. He brings that box from Santa and takes out all the chits from them and starts making some new chits himself, on all of which he had written baby stroller. After this, he calls Bakha and tells her to come to the hotel urgently. Then he comes to Santa and starts explaining to him how and what to do. After this, when Bakha comes to the hotel, he quickly hides somewhere. Santa forcibly tells Bakha to draw a chit. When she draws a chit from it, it said baby stroller, seeing which she was very happy because she wanted this from the beginning. Then when Haeju comes there, she also tells him about this, that she got a baby stroller by opening a chit, hearing which he was reacting as if he didn't know anything about it. Then when Bakha gets the stroller, both of them together put the baby on the stroller and then take him out for a walk. Haeju was taking great care of her baby, seeing which Bakha tells him to get married. Bakha asks why. Bakha says, "If you love other people's babies so much, then you will definitely love your own too." That's why you should get married. At this, he asks, will you be happy when I marry someone? At this, Hiu and Bakha says, yes, because after marriage you will become even more responsible. At this, Haeju says, yes, okay, now be quiet. Then he tells her, you shouldn't stay single for too long either. Just then, a photographer comes there and asks to take their family photo, for which Hiu and Bakha was not ready because they are not a family. But Haeju says, we should take a photo because this is her baby's first Christmas. He picks up her baby in his lap and sits down to have a photo taken. Then these three have a photo taken together in which they all really looked like a family. After this, Haeju comes to the guest house to drop her off, where Hiu and Bakha thanks him. They were both talking about something when Woo-jae also comes there. He also had the same stroller, which he had brought to give Hiu and Bakha's baby a Christmas present. Seeing this, Hiu and Bakha says sorry to him and tells him she has already won a stroller. At this, Woo-jae says, it's okay, mine is not unpacked yet, so I will exchange it and get another gift for the baby. Then these two go inside. But Haeju was feeling very jealous why Woo-jae is so worried about the baby after all. In the next scene, we see President Na, who is saying good luck to Haeju because he is going to America today for the North Sky project. But Na Haeri was not looking happy at all with this. She tells her grandpa, if Haeju does not succeed in this project, then you give this project to me. The next day, Haeju tells Hiu and Bakha he is going on a business trip for a few days. Hearing this, she becomes very emotional because one day her husband had also gone on a business trip and then his dead body had returned from there. Thinking this, she starts crying a lot and forbids Haeju from going on the business trip. Hearing this, Haeju is first surprised but then explains to her, don't you worry, I will definitely come back. On the other hand, when Oh In-suk came to her office, she finds the same button of Hiu and Bakha in the drawer, which she had accidentally dropped there. Then she checks the CCTV footage and confirms that Hiu and Bakha had come to her office. She calls Hiu and Bakha there. As soon as she comes there, Oh In-suk slaps her hard and asks, how dare you come to my office without permission? Was your intention to steal something from here? Hearing this, Hiu and Bakha tells her, I wanted to confirm whether you also got an invitation to the Singapore art collection, because my husband has no connection with art, yet he got that invitation. Hearing this, Oh In-suk is first surprised but then says, I have no interest in listening to your husband's story, so if you want to work in the company, don't dare to enter my office again. And she shouts at her and sends her away from there. After listening to her words and getting slapped, Hiu and Bakha was very scared when she came out. But then she thinks, I can take 1,000 such slaps to know the truth about my husband. Here we see Haeju, who is remembering the scene when Hiu and Bakha cried for him. He thinks that Hiu and Bakha is as worried about me as she is about her own husband. And then he started getting happy to himself. Here Do-hee scolds Hiu and Bakha. How can you be so careless that you left your button in her drawer? If something like this happens again, I won't be able to save you either. Hearing which, Hiu and Bakha becomes quiet. The next day, Oh In-suk asks Hiu and Bakha to deliver an expensive painting by Mr. Jackson. This painting is the most expensive, that's why. Hearing this, Hiu and Bakha agrees and takes the painting in the car to deliver it. When Oh In-suk comes out, she finds Harry there, who, seeing her, asks her for a bike ride, for which she agrees and both go for a bike ride, where they were having a lot of fun. After this, he also feeds Oh In-suk noodles with his own hands, seeing which she was looking very impressed and happy. And seeing the right opportunity, Harry proposes to her, I am slowly starting to like you, but I don't want to force you to like me too. I am just telling you my feelings. At this, Oh In-suk doesn't give any answer, but from her expression, it was clear that she was very happy to know this. On the other hand, Hiu and Bakha, who is still driving, suddenly another car comes and stops in front of her car. Hiu and Bakha gets out of her car and starts looking to see if the car has been damaged. Just then, an unknown person comes from behind and secretly takes out the painting and starts taking it away, because that person already had the car key. Hiu and Bakha was scolding that car person, you shouldn't have taken such a cut. And then she started taking photos of that black car as proof that her car did not cause any damage to the black car. And then she left from there. Then she reaches near the house where she had to deliver the painting today. As soon as she checks the back seat, the painting was missing. Seeing this, Hiu and Bakha is shocked. She also tells Do-hee about this, and there too everyone gets to know that Hiu and Bakha has lost that expensive painting. Hiu and Bakha was getting very worried there because now she was very scared to go back. But when she gathers courage and comes back, President Na scolds her a lot and also fires her from the job. Oh In-suk starts accusing her, You must have stolen that painting, and now you are pretending that the painting disappeared on its own. Hiu and Bakha repeatedly says, "No, I didn't steal the painting," but no one believes her. In the next scene, we see Hiu and Bakha washing a car, which is her new job. It's been 4 days since she left her secretary job at Guseong Hotel. Just then, we see that Haiju was calling her again and again, but she was cutting his calls. Seeing this, Haiju thinks, "Why is she ignoring me after all?" In the second scene, we see Harry, who was fighting with Yoonji, saying, "You break up with President Na right now, because I didn't know that you were dating such an old man for money. Do you even know how old he is? If he sleeps today and doesn't wake up tomorrow, you will become a widow." But Yoonji doesn't listen to him and silences him and leaves from there. Then Hiu and Bakha goes to the police station and reports that black car, because she has a strong suspicion that the painting was stolen then. The police see the number of that car and tell her, "This is a stolen car." Hearing this, she is surprised. A few days later, Haiju returns to Korea from his business trip. After going to Guseong Hotel, he finds out that Hiu and Bakha has been fired from the job in the case of painting theft. Knowing all this, he comes directly to his mom and asks her, "Why did you do this to Hiu and Bakha? I can't even believe that she can steal." Hearing this, Oh In-suk says, "It's not like that. That poor girl herself wanted to deliver the painting so that she could steal it. But I don't know why you trust that ignorant girl so much." At this, Haiju says, "If I prove that she didn't steal, then she will have to be hired back at the hotel." And he says, "I will bring the real criminal to light very soon. And then, no matter who it is, I will not spare them." At this, Oh In-suk says, "Are you threatening me?" So Haiju says, "You are not the criminal, are you? Then you don't need to be afraid." Saying this, he left from there. Then he calls Hiu and Bakha and asks, "So much has happened, but you didn't think it was necessary to tell me anything. And where are you now?" Hiu and Bakha tells him that now everything is over, and I have found another job, so now don't disturb me. Saying this, she cuts the call, but Haiju reaches her workplace and forcibly tells her to leave that job and come with him, because he didn't want Hiu and Bakha to do car washing work in such cold. But she is not ready to go with him and lets go of his hand. Haiju asks her in anger, "Why didn't you tell me that you were fired from the job?" But then he calms down and lovingly starts explaining to her, "I am with you, so you come from here." But Hiu and Bakha pushes his hand away and tells him, "This job is important for me, because I want to earn money so that I can buy my baby's diapers and milk powder." At this he says, "I will bring all this for you." So Hiu and Bakha asks, "Why? Why do you want to bring all this for my baby? Can you stop pitying me, thinking I'm a beggar? Because I'm not so weak that I can't bear my baby's expenses myself." Saying this, she starts leaving from there in anger. He also says, "I didn't mean that," but Hiu and Bakha doesn't listen to him and leaves. But still, Haiju was worried thinking about her, so the next day he comes to talk to her again, where he sees that Hiu and Bakha was working late into the night. Just then, during the car wash, all the cold water suddenly starts falling on her by mistake. Just then, Haiju quickly comes in front of her and covers her. Hiu and Bakha asks him, "Why did you come back?" At this, Haiju says, "Now I am ready. I can't see you struggling anymore." Hiu and Bakha asks, "Meaning? What are you ready for?" Haiju tells her, "To be your baby's father, because when I become his father, I will have the full right to bear his expenses." Hearing this, Hiu and Bakha becomes quiet and looks at him in surprise. Just then, finally, Haiju confesses his feelings to her. "I have started to like you very much now. So now I can't hide my feelings anymore. That's why I come to you again and again, because I like you." But hearing all this, Hiu and Bakha is absolutely shocked, because she couldn't believe at all that such a rich, handsome boy could like a poor, widowed girl like her. She doesn't accept Haiju's feelings and tells him to leave from here. Over there, Do-hee comes to Oh In-suk's room for some work, where she finds Harry's photo, seeing which she understands that something is going on between these two. Here, Hiu and Bakha is sitting with her baby and is worried thinking about Haiju's words. Just then, Haiju calls her because he was also worried, and he tells Hiu and Bakha, "You know how much courage I gathered to tell you what's in my heart, but you, without giving any answer, just sent me away from there." But Hiu and Bakha was tired due to working hard all day, so she fell asleep right there without replying to his words. The next morning, everyone in the guest house was having breakfast. Just then they noticed that today, Makrai's behavior with Mr. Bok is completely changed, meaning today she is behaving very sweetly with him. And this is because Makrai has come to know that Mr. Bok did not leave her intentionally, but President Na had trapped him in his net. Seeing these two happy together, everyone is happy. The next morning, Haiju again comes to Hiu and Bakha's workplace to talk to her, but she ignores him and leaves. So he thinks that to impress Hiu and Bakha, he first has to find her paintings. So he goes to the office and starts the investigation. Then Haiju gets the number of the lady who wanted to buy Mr. Jackson's painting. He calls her and says sorry for not delivering the painting. At this, that lady says, "It's okay, Oh In-suk had already told me about this and she herself is coming to me today with that painting. Hearing this, Hae-ju was shocked that this means mom had the painting stolen. Here, Oh In-suk was about to leave to deliver that painting when Hae-ju comes in front of her and tells her, "This is the same painting, right? For the theft of which Hiu and Bakha was accused and fired from the job. This means you did all this." Hearing all this, Oh In-suk was shocked. She tries to save herself by lying. So Hae-ju says, "Now, there is no use in lying, because I just spoke to that lady and she told me everything." Hearing this, she becomes completely silent. Then Hae-ju comes to Hiu and Bakha and tells her, "Mr. Jackson's painting has been found, which I have found for you." Hearing this, she is very happy. Hae-ju had brought that painting with him, seeing which Hiu and Bakha is very happy. Hae-ju tells her, "We have to deliver this painting quickly so that all the accusations against you can be removed." At this, Hiu and Bakha agrees to go with him. On the other side, we see President Na. His secretary goes and tells him, "Sir, today Mr. Andy is coming to Korea with his guest, for whom Hae-ju will go to pick up." But Hae-ju had forgotten about this, and he has gone with Hiu and Bakha to deliver the painting. Over there, President Na, Mr. Bak, and Makrai, these three come face to face with each other and these three start fighting with each other. Makrai was angry with President Na, "You snatched my love from me and then you also stole my father's money." President Na tells her, "I did all that by mistake, because then I was not mature. That's why I created a fight between you two. And as for the money, it was only $20,000. I can return it to you immediately today." But Makrai refuses to take the money and says, "At the time when we needed that money, you ran away with it. And now after using all the profit, you are showing as if that money has no value. Do you even know how big a sum $20,000 was considered 50 years ago?" But President Na doesn't take their words seriously. So they both also left from there. Here, Hae-ju and Hiu and Bakha were returning after delivering the painting. Hiu and Bakha thanks him for his help. He tells her, "If you are so thankful, then think about my feelings once again, because I am not at all the kind of person who interferes in someone's life without reason. I am doing all this for you because I like you." Hearing this, Hiu and Bakha gets angry and stops the car and gets out right there. Hae-ju asks her, "Why are you doing this after all?" Hiu and Bakha tells him, "You have done a lot for me, but I am a widow who has to do a lot for her child too. There is no match between you and me. I know that you want to marry me out of pity so that my problems are solved. But this is not called love. This is just your attraction which you are mistaking for love. And do you have any reason to like me?" He tells her, "I don't know why I like you, but I really like you. And this is not out of pity for you or some attraction. And you will also slowly realize this. But I will give you time to think and will not force you now. But now, get in the car, because I have to go to the airport to pick someone else up." Then, Hiu and Bakha got in the car, but they both get stuck in traffic in the car, due to which Hae-ju calls and tells Grandpa that he will not be able to go to pick up Andy. So then Nae Hae-ri is sent to pick them up, which Oh In-suk is not happy about at all, and thinks this is happening only because of that Hiu and Bakha. She thinks that Hiu and Bakha is trapping her son, so the next day she comes directly to Hiu and Bakha and slaps her hard, and says, "Why are you trapping my son? Your motive is to trap my son and find out the truth of your husband's death, right?" At this, Hiu and Bakha says, "First of all, I am not trapping him. He himself comes to me. And secondly, you said that I want to know the reason for my husband's death. This means there is definitely some reason for his death that you people are hiding." Hearing this, Oh In-suk becomes quiet as if she has said something wrong, and she quietly leaves from there. After this, Hiu and Bakha comes to meet Do-hee. Do-hee asks her, "Who found that painting for you?" Hiu and Bakha tells her, "Director Hae-ju found that painting for me." At this, she is quite surprised and says, "Hasn't Hae-ju started to like you?" She says, "Oh no, don't think too much about this. Anyway, I have already been slapped by Oh In-suk for this, and I can't accept him as my love partner at all." Then, Hiu and Bakha tells her, "I have come to meet you because I have something to show you. Do you remember my husband got an invitation from the Singapore art collection? So I emailed there and found out who all are invited with my husband. So they told me the names of Kim and Oh In-suk, from which it is clear that these two have a connection with Kong Jin's death." Do-hee is quite impressed seeing her research and says, "You don't worry. I will handle the rest of the work." After this, we see Mr. Bak, who has Kong Jin's briefcase, but he had not opened that briefcase yet, so he didn't know anything about it. But today, he finally opens it, and he is surprised to see so much money and gold in it. He thinks, "How did all this get here? All this was not in my briefcase." This means that Kang Jin's briefcase had been exchanged with his briefcase, but he didn't know anything about when and how all this happened. Now the next day, Haiju starts investigating Kang Jin's case, where an employee tells him Kang Jin only followed your mom's orders, which he got through Kim. Hearing this, Haiju was shocked that this means his mom knew Kang Jin well. After this, he comes to meet Hiu and Bakha and tells her he has already talked about a job for her in his friend's company, so she doesn't need to do car washing work here in such cold. But Hiu and Bakha refuses to take his help and tells him his mom has a connection with my husband's death. So now, I don't want to take any help from you. It would be better if you start staying away from me, because when you come in front of me, I become uncomfortable. His words hurt Haiju. Are you really not even comfortable with me now? Meaning, now you have started to hate me. Hiu and Bakha says yes to this, so he becomes very emotional and controls his tears and quietly leaves from there. Hiu and Bakha was also feeling a little sad about his departure. The next day, Woo-jae comes to meet Hiu and Bakha at her workplace. He has also come to know about Haiju's love matter, so he tells Hiu and Bakha to get into a love relationship with Haiju. If you also like him, then don't delay, because I have heard that he is a good person. But Hiu and Bakha flatly refuses, telling him, I am not at all worthy of him. Then we see that President Na had brought Yoonji with him to his house and tells Oh In-suk and Do-hee now she is going to live here with them, for which they both are not ready at all. So President Na says, this is my house, so I can keep whoever I want here. And if anyone has a problem with this, they can leave from here. So they both become quiet. But then they both go to Yoonji's room and force her to leave this house. But when Yoonji doesn't listen to her, she gets ready to hit her. Do-hee says, it seems you want to be our daily customer to get beaten. And then they both throw Yoonji on the bed and cover her with a blanket and then start beating her very badly. Just then they hear President Na's voice, who was coming here with coffee. So they make her stand up and fix her hair and say, if you tell President Na anything about this, we will beat you more tomorrow morning. Scared by their threat, Yoonji doesn't tell President Na anything about them. On the other side, the owner of North Sky Hotel was shown, who was none other than Mr. Bach, meaning he is living in the guest house pretending to be poor, but he is very rich. But right now, no one knows his reality. After this, we see Hiu and Bakha, who had brought Haiju to a restaurant to give him a treat, because Haiju had found her baby who was lost in the mall. While saving him, Haiju got a little hurt in his hand, but he starts acting in front of Hiu and Bakha as if he is very hurt in his hand. That's why Hiu and Bakha has to feed him with her own hands. And seeing this, Haiju was very happy. Then Hiu and Bakha explains to him, you don't waste your time on me, because you are a very good person. That's why I want you to also get a good girl like yourself. And she tells him, you should only focus on your dream. But Haiju tells her to be quiet. On the other side, in Mr. Bach's room, Makrai finds his box in which there was a lot of Kang Jin's money. Seeing so much money and gold in it, she is very shocked and thinks that Mr. Bach has stolen this money from somewhere. So she hides that money in the fireplace so that Mr. Bach cannot use that stolen money when Mr. Bach comes back and doesn't find that bag in his room. So he gets very worried. Then we see Haiju, who is very worried because one of his lies is about to be exposed in front of everyone. Here, Do-hee is also very tense because President Na is going to make Haiju the owner of the hotel by giving him his position. She talks to Na Hairi about this, but Na Hairi says, I have no interest in all this now. I just want to live my life peacefully. Just then, Do-hee gets a message in which it was written that Haiju's foreign university MBA degree is fake. Here, Yoonji, who has left the guest house and is living with President Na, calls Harry and asks about all the people in the guest house. First, Harry tells them about everyone one by one, but then he gets a little irritated and says, what do you think of me after all? Am I your informer? If you were so worried about here, why did you leave us all? Saying this, he cuts the call. The next day, Hiu and Bakha sees that Woo-jae has put a nameplate on her baby's stroller, so that if he gets lost again, he can be found easily. Seeing this, she is happy and thanks Woo-jae. When Haiju comes home, everyone asks him about the news of his fake MBA degree, to which he tells them that news is true. He does not have an MBA degree and the degree he had shown was fake. Hearing this, everyone is shocked that Haiju can tell such a big lie to them. Haiju tries to explain his point, why all this happened, but President Na was so angry that he slaps Haiju hard and tells him to leave. Due to his lie, their hotel was also very insulted, due to which he doesn't even want to see his face. After this, Mr. Bach finds out that Makrai has hidden his briefcase in the fireplace because she thought that he had stolen that money. He tells her, that money is not stolen, but that bag belongs to someone else who accidentally came to him. After this, that bag is taken out of the fire. Just then it opens, and all the money gets scattered. Seeing so much money, everyone is shocked. Harry starts picking them up, so Mr. Bach says, it is possible that all this money is stolen, so if anything goes here and there, we people can go to jail. So they all put that money back inside. After everyone leaves from there, Woo-jae finds Kang Jin's fake passport there, seeing which he understands that this briefcase belongs to Kang Jin. in the process of searching for which he got burnt in the fire. After knowing all this, he was very worried. When Bakha comes back to the guest house, she sees that Haeju is waiting for her outside. Seeing him, Haeju becomes very emotional and says, "Did you see today's news? Are you also disappointed with me like everyone else?" Bakha says, "Not at all. If you have told this lie, then there must have been some reason behind it." Hearing this, he becomes even more emotional. "Do you really trust me?" Bakha replies in the affirmative. Just then, Haeju becomes even more emotional and hugs her because at this time, no one was trusting him. Then Haeju tells her his whole story. Once when he was abroad, he and a friend of his had gone to a restaurant where some goons had caught them in order to loot money. Just then, the police also arrived there. Then firing started between the goons and the police. Just then, a goon tried to shoot me, but my friend came forward and saved my life and died there himself. The shock of this accident got stuck in my mind. After this, I tried a lot to focus on the exam, but I couldn't, and I failed. But I couldn't tell my grandpa and mom about my failure even if I wanted to, because they had high hopes from me. That's why I used a fake degree. After listening to all this, Bakha motivates him. "Slowly everyone will understand you." Then she tells Haeju to go home, but he was quite drunk, due to which he could not drive himself. So Bakha books a cab for him and then he leaves. After coming home, he tries to explain this to his grandpa, but at this time, he was not listening to anyone except Yoonji. That's why Haeju tells his grandpa through Yoonji. Yoonji tells President Na everything. Due to the death of his friend, he could not focus on the exam, and he was forced to lie to you. He is not weak in studies, that's why he is handling the hotel so well. So please, you should understand his situation and give him another chance. After listening to all her words, President Na starts thinking about something. On the other side, Woo Jae, who was worried all night after seeing Kang Jin's passport. So finally, he tells everyone the truth in the morning. "This bag belongs to Bakha's husband, because I found Kang Jin's passport inside it," at which everyone is surprised and asks him, "How do you know Kang Jin?" Hearing this, he tells the whole story. "That day, I had also gone to the warehouse with Na Hae-ri where the fire broke out. We both had come there to meet secretly. Just then, Kang Jin came there, which made us think that he was sent by Na Hae-ri's mom to keep an eye on us. So we had a fight and a fire accidentally started there. I wanted to extinguish the fire, but I mistook petrol for water and fanned the fire even more. Na Hae-ri's condition had become very bad. I also explained to Kang Jin a lot that he should come out with us, but he didn't come and he died there." Hearing all these things in the present, Bakha was very surprised. "If you knew all this before, why didn't you tell me?" He started saying sorry for this, but Bakha doesn't listen to a single word of his and goes out in anger. Inside, everyone was talking about this. Just then, Mr. Bach tells them that he was also near the warehouse that night, and he also came to know about the fire. A man sitting in front also tells them, "I was also there that night. My car had a camera in which something might have been recorded, and they also get its memory card." Seeing which everyone was happy because now it was going to be revealed who had taken Kang Jin's bag from the warehouse. After this, they put that memory card in the laptop and start watching it. Seeing which Bakha was crying a lot. Just then, Harry and Woo Jae see that someone went inside the warehouse and came out with the briefcase. Bakha recognizes that man and sees that this is the same captain whose warehouse it is. After this, they all come to meet the captain. But Mr. Bach says, if we all go in front of him, he will run away. So first he goes alone to meet the captain. When the captain finds out that his bag is with Mr. Bach, he becomes very happy and starts asking for his bag from him. Mr. Bach says, "First you give me my briefcase, only then I will give you your bag." He starts taking Mr. Bach with him to his house to give him the bag, but just then on the way, he picks up a stick and starts beating Mr. Bach and says, "How did you find my house? It means you must have come with some planning." He picks up the briefcase and starts running from there. Just then, Harry and Woo Jae go and block his way, but they both also can't stand in front of the captain for long. Just then, Bakha comes there and attacks the captain so hard while flying that he falls some distance away. Everyone was surprised to see Bakha's powerful attack. After this, the captain tells them the whole truth. That night your husband was going to leave from here with a man, but just then he died due to a fire in the warehouse. I went inside to save him, but by the time I went, he was already dead. So what help could I have given him? I took this bag out of greed. Hearing his words, Bakha comes to know that the other man who was going to China with Kang Jin was Kim. That's why they get the captain to call Kim and call him to meet. And after this, they all come back to the guest house. Everyone plans and goes to meet Kim, where they all were keeping an eye on Kim and the captain. Kim comes there and is very happy to see his money bag. Just then, Bakha comes to him and says, "Oh, so it was you who wanted to send my husband to China." Kim says, "I wanted to send him to China so that he could escape from the police." Bakha says, "Because if the police had caught him, he would have told all your truth." Hearing this, Kim gets out of control and starts running with the bag of money. Just then, all these people come there and take that bag from him and leave. Mr. Bach had told them to do this because only that bag was important for them, to frame those people. The next day, Oh In-suk comes to Hiu and Bakha's workplace to meet her. Oh In-suk tells her, President Na has given Hae-ju a very difficult second chance to go to America again and complete his studies, and to come back in 2 years and take his position. But Hae-ju is refusing to go there just because of you. And then she falls at Hiu and Bakha's feet and starts requesting her, please let my son go. I have worked very hard on him from the beginning, but now he is ruining everything. Hiu and Bakha picks her up and tells her, it's not what you are thinking. I didn't refuse to let him go, and now I will also try my best to keep him away from me, even if I have to be bad for it. Oh In-suk was very happy to hear this. After this, when Hae-ju comes to meet her, Hiu and Bakha talks to him very badly, which hurts Hae-ju a lot. After that, he decides to go to the US to complete his studies. Here, Hiu and Bakha is at her workplace. She was getting sad thinking about Hae-ju again and again. Just then, she falls asleep while sitting there. When she opens her eyes, she sees that there was a fire all around, due to which she gets very worried. A little later, Hae-ju comes there, who had come to say goodbye to her one last time before leaving. He sees Hiu and Bakha trapped in the fire and gets very worried, and goes inside and saves her. Here, President Na finds out about Harry and Oh In-suk, at which he gets very angry and calls Harry to talk. But in front of them, Oh In-suk goes back on her word and says, this man is after me for money. And in front of President Na, she insults Harry a lot. After getting so much insulted, Harry quietly leaves from there. But just then, Yoonji comes out and comforts him because she was feeling bad for him. On the other side, we see Hiu and Bakha, who is now in the hospital. When she regains consciousness, she sees Hae-ju near her and asks him, did you miss your flight? He tells her, yes, I missed my flight, but I am happy that I was able to save your life. For this, Hiu and Bakha starts thanking him, so Hae-ju says, will you only say thank you? Do you really believe that you don't need me at all? Hearing this, she becomes very emotional and finally accepts that she needs Hae-ju, meaning she also misses Hae-ju whenever he goes away from her. Hae-ju says, does this mean you want to be with me forever? Hiu and Bakha says yes to this, so he is very happy. Well, finally you accepted me. The next day, Hae-ju comes to the guest house with Hiu and Bakha, and they all sit together and have breakfast. Hae-ju had breakfast made by Yoonji for the first time, for which he was praising her a lot. After this, Hae-ju comes to his house and tells everyone that he does not want to go to the US, at which everyone gets very angry with him. Hae-ju promises that he can take his company forward even without an MBA degree. Just you guys trust me. But President Na throws him out of both his company and home. At this, Oh In-suk is very angry with Hiu and Bakha because she thought that Hiu and Bakha was taking revenge on her for her husband's death by trapping her son. So she takes her car and comes to her in a lot of anger and grabs her by the collar and starts fighting with her and says, I will ruin your life now because you broke my dream. Saying this, she left from there. Mr. Bach tells Makrai he is the president of North Sky Hotel, knowing which she is very happy and even more shocked. Makrai asks him, when you are so rich, then why are you living here? He tells her, if my condition was good, you would never have let me stay here with you. So I pretended to be poor so that you would take pity on me and let me stay here. Here, Yoonji had brought Harry with her to a good restaurant for a treat to cheer him up. Harry tells her, I am not sad that Oh In-suk left me, but I am sad that she called me to her house and insulted me. As if I have no respect. If I had known she was like this, I would never have wasted my time on her, because I was also slowly starting to like her. Then at night, when Hae-ju came to Hiu and Bakha's workplace to meet her, she asks him, is it true that you were kicked out of both home and company because of me? Hae-ju says, yes, it is true, but now I am happy, because now I am with you. She starts saying sorry to him, so he says, don't say sorry. It's not your fault, but this is my decision. Then he comes to the guest house with Hiu and Bakha. The next day, Hiu and Bakha came to the room in a hurry to get her shoes. Just then, she also drops the rest of the shoes, in which there was a box of Kang Jin's shoes, which he had worn for the last time, and a pen drive was hidden inside it, inside which are all the files of Guseong Company's scams. But right now, Hiu and Bakha doesn't know anything about this. Then she ties Hae-ju's tie, because they both were going to Woo-jae and Na Hai-ri's wedding today. Just then, Hae-ju kisses her on the cheeks, at which she starts blushing a lot because she had not expected this. After this, he also kisses her baby, saying this, hey, don't be jealous. I can't forget you. Then we see Woo-jae, whose wedding was today. Just then the goons sent by Do-hee come and cover the CCTV camera with a balloon and start hitting him so that he can be punished for marrying a rich girl. They continuously attack his hand and injure his hand badly. And all this was recorded in the wedding camera. On the other side, we see Na Hai-ri, who was crying a lot because her mom Do-hee had locked her in the room. As soon as Hiu and Bakha and Do-hee come to the wedding place, they get very worried seeing Woo-jae lying on the ground. and immediately they call an ambulance and send him to the hospital. Harry and Yoonji are coming for their wedding. Just then the ambulance passes in front of them and Harry pulls Yoonji to the side because she was walking right in the middle of the road. When they reach the wedding place, Hiu and Bakha tells them about Woo Jae. Here Mr. Bak and Yoonji, they both were also leaving for the wedding. Just then, Hiu and Bakha calls them and tells them about Woo Jae's condition. After this, everyone reaches the hospital to meet Woo Jae, where the doctor tells them Woo Jae's condition is fine now, but he was attacked a lot on his hand, so it cannot be healed now. Hearing this, everyone feels very bad for him because he is a professional golf player, but now he can never play golf. Just then, Harry angrily grabs Haeju's collar and says, "All this is happening only because of your family." But Yoonji and Hiu and Bakha together convince him to leave Haeju. When Harry finds out about Woo Jae's condition, she shouts a lot at her mom and says, "You ruined his whole career, for which I will never forgive you." Hiu and Bakha was staying in the hospital to take care of Woo Jae, but Haeju was leaving from there, so she sends her baby with him. Haeju takes the baby to Hiu and Bakha's room, where he sees the same shoes inside which the pen drive is. Seeing it, he starts thinking, "What is this thing?" Then he puts it in his laptop and checks it, seeing which he is shocked, because that pen drive had all the files of the Guseong gallery scam, how income tax was not paid, and fake paintings were sold at double the price, meaning, by fooling the public, millions were earned. He was surprised to see all this. Here Harry gets the recording of when those goons were hitting Woo Jae. He takes it to the police station and reports it in Do-hee's name. After this, 2 police officers come and arrest Do-hee and take her away. Here President Na was waiting for a President Edward. Just then, seeing Mr. Bak there, he is shocked. "How can you be Edward?" Just then his secretary tells him, "This is our boss, that is, the president of North Sky Company." Hearing this, President Na is shocked. Then Haeju takes that pen drive to his mom and tells her, "Why did you do this? You framed Kong Jin for yourself, while he had not made any mistake." At this, Oh In-suk is quite shocked and starts asking for the pen drive from him. But he does not give her the pen drive and says, "Hiu and Bakha does not know about this yet, so I am giving you a chance. You go to the police station and accept all your crimes so that all the allegations of theft can be removed from Kang Jin." Then she asks him for 2-3 days' time to think about this. The next day, Yoonji had come with Harry to select a wedding dress for the wedding, but President Na could not come with her due to some work. So she asked Harry to go with her. There, they both try on wedding dresses together and also get some pictures clicked. In the next scene, we see that Haeju takes the baby and does a lot of shopping. His diapers, milk powder, and also a lot of dresses. And all this was not for a few months but for the whole year. After this, we see Oh In-suk, who was very worried about that pen drive and her reality coming out. And that's why she thinks of committing suicide. Before this, she writes a suicide note for everyone. And then, she takes a lot of sleeping pills and goes to sleep. Here, Hiu and Bakha was not able to sleep, because before thinking about suicide, Oh In-suk had once called Hiu and Bakha and had asked her to always take care of Haeju. That's why Hiu and Bakha gets up and calls Eunji and asks her to check Oh In-suk's room. When Eunji comes to her room, she finds medicine and a suicide letter there. She understands that she has tried to commit suicide. That's why she shouts and wakes up all the family members. And an ambulance is called and Oh In-suk is sent to the hospital. And then all those people reach the hospital. There, Eunji tells them Hiu and Bakha told her to check Oh In-suk's room because she was feeling that something bad was going to happen. Everyone is very surprised to hear this because if there had been a little more delay in bringing Oh In-suk to the hospital, it would have been impossible to save her. After coming from the hospital, Haeju got his mom's letter which she had written before suicide, in which she was repeatedly saying sorry to him. From which Haeju feels her guilt. His mom is ashamed of her actions. After this, he meets Hiu and Bakha and gives her that pen drive and tells her, "Inside this are all the proofs which show that the culprit is not Kang Jin, but my mom." After coming from the hospital, Oh In-suk comes to the police station and confesses all her crimes. And overnight, this news spreads everywhere that President Na's both daughters-in-law are in police custody. On the other hand, other women are harassing Do-hee in the locker, and they had made Do-hee their servant. Just then, Oh In-suk also comes there, and these two hug each other and start crying. When Oh In-suk finds out that those women used to harass Do-hee, Oh In-suk beats those women a lot. On the other hand, President Na sees Yoonji's photo with Harry and he gets very angry and shouts a lot at Yoonji, due to which she leaves their house and goes with Harry, because these two also liked each other before. But both of them were not able to accept this thing. But now both of them had accepted this thing. Then, Nae Hae-ri comes with Woo Jae to meet their mom, where Do-hee apologizes for her actions and then also gives permission for both of them to live together. The next day, we see Bakha at her workplace, where a car was coming towards her at a very high speed. Bakha was thinking that the car has come to park here. That's why she was telling her the parking direction. But inside that car was Kim, who was going to kill Bakha to take revenge on her when Haeju comes in between and saves her, but he gets very hurt. Bakha comes to him and starts crying very badly. When Oh In-suk finds out about this, hearing about her son's condition, she also starts crying a lot. The officers explain to her, "Don't worry, Kim has been caught and he is in the police station." Then we see everyone in the hospital where Bakha was crying a lot because Haeju's condition was due to saving her. Here in the guest house, Harry and Yoonji tell everyone that they both have got married, hearing which everyone is surprised. Just then, Wooji comes there and tells all of them about Haeju's condition. After this, we see Guseong Company where President Na is being removed from his position because the company's shareholders are suffering a lot of loss due to his family problems. Here, President Na is removed from the position and Mr. Bok is made the next president. After that, Oh In-suk comes to the hospital to meet her son, seeing whose condition she starts crying and then thanks Hiu Bakha for taking care of him, meaning now all the hatred between them has ended. The next day when Hiu Bakha comes to the hospital, she sees that Haeju has regained consciousness. Seeing this, she happily hugs him. Then Haeju kisses her with the promise that now he will never leave her alone. After this, Mr. Bok calls everyone and calls them to meet at Guseong Hotel. When they all come here, they are shocked to know that Mr. Bok is the new president of the hotel. Mr. Bok tells them he is going to open a new chapter of the hotel, in which he will give all of them good positions. Knowing this, all those people started getting very happy, because now all their problems were over. Here, Haeju was now slowly getting better. He tells Bakha he will now work on his new app, which he has designed himself. Here, Mr. Bok proposes to Makrai for marriage, saying, "Hey, agree now. Now I have taught President Na a lesson for you too." She also says yes to him and both were very happy. Then we see Do-hee, whom those women in jail were harassing a lot, but just then we are shown that all this was just her dream, meaning she did go to jail but she came out from there 2 months ago, but she still has dreams of those bad days. Haeju has completely recovered and tells everyone the app he has launched is becoming popular day by day, due to which his family members were happy. Here in the guest house too, everyone was having breakfast together. Bakha has got a job again in Guseong Hotel. Here, Harry has also got a job, and Woo-jae is teaching golf to small children. Just then, Nahairi comes to meet him and tells him Mom is going to fix the marriage date of both of them. He is very happy with this and kisses her. Then, in the last scene, we see Makrai, who is telling the story of this drama, how the rest of the people have moved on in their lives. Yoonji is now pregnant and has come with Harry to buy a new house. Woo-jae and Na-haeri have got married, so now he will also leave the guest house. Just then she sees Mr. Bok near her and thinks, now she is not alone. Now her husband is with her. Everyone came to the guest house to get their belongings and Makrai hugs everyone one by one and tells Bakha, "Keep coming here to meet me with your baby." Then Haeju comes there with his car to pick up Bakha, and she goes to his house with her baby. After this, Makrai puts another board in her guest house on which it was written, "Welcome new guest." All the people who had stayed in her guest house till now are happy in their respective lives. Makrai was also very happy now and goes inside the house. And with this drama has a happy ending.